Hi guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. So we're going to be continuing our look at the CollectA dinosaur figure line by looking at this guy. He's in quite a big packaging and it's the 1/40th scale Therizinosaurus from CollectA. Now this is a May exclusive, so we're really excited to have this one on the channel, and from looking at the catalogue it's a really brightly coloured specimen. Just to give you a little bit of information about the dinosaur itself, it was found in 1948 in Mongolia, and actually it was only a partial skeleton find. They found some of its ribs, a few of its arm bones and some of the claws on its fingers, and there's not really very much found of this dinosaur, but they've found other Therizinosaurids, so they can assume what the rest of this dinosaur actually looked like. So without further ado, let's get this one out of the packaging. Now CollectA very lovingly package all of their dinosaurs, so you know you're going to get one in good nick when you get it out of the packaging. So let's open this one up. And here is the Therizinosaurus out of the packaging. Doesn't he look beautiful? Just look at that beautiful coloration, all those brightly coloured feathers, and those fantastic hand claws, which would have measured approximately a metre long, which is enormous. And these were one of the key pieces that they found in Mongolia in 1948. And I really love the feathers that they've done along the back and on the back of the head and on the arms. They really do make this piece stand out. In hand, it's a very big dinosaur, 1/40th scale, so we're very lucky to have this one on the channel. Okay, let's take a closer look. So starting off with the head sculpt, you can see we've got a very nice open mouthed pose there, which allows us to peek inside the mouth cavity, and inside they've actually sculpted this. I don't know if you can see it, but they've sculpted it really deep. It goes all the way into the back of the skull, all the way through to about here where my nail is, and that's absolutely staggering that they've sculpted that far back. And it's got a nicely sculpted and painted tongue there. You can see the head sculpt is very nice, very detailed. They've sculpted all those individual feather lines. Really nice. And actually the eye looks very genuine. Very nice indeed. As we go down the neck, you can see again more feather detail running all the way down. Really nice. And I love this little clump of feathers on the back there. Really nicely sculpted. As we go down to the arm, you can make out the faint bulge of the musculature even through the feathers. And I really do like these feathers hanging from under the arm, really brightly coloured, and they just look fantastic. And then we're on to the all-important hand. Now look at these claws, really beautifully painted. They've done this really nice weathering of brown that creates this gradient from brown to white, and that's really nice attention to detail. Very nice indeed. And you can see them there, almost like Wolverine claws. Excellent. And then as we go down the chest, you can see there's some nice musculature, and we've got more of a scaly underbelly. And you can see more feathers running along the ribs there. You can faintly see the ribs poking through. And then as we go down to the legs, you can see the musculature very clearly. Really nice. Really love all these feathers sculpted. Really nice. And then as we transition into the leg, you can see we've got much more sort of scales going on. Very bird-like. And these feet claws look really nice as well. We've got individually painted toe claws there in a sort of bright cream. Very nice. And you can just see a little claw on the back there as well. Underneath, you can just see we've got the CollectA logo and more scaling carrying on. You can see there's another beautiful tuft of feathers along the back there in green. And you can see all the feathers here along the tail with a graceful little flick at the end. Now something I really appreciate on this figure is the mix of colours. You've got this lovely brown, you've got this very pale sandy colour, you've got these bright greens, you've got this bright blue and this little stripe of white, and you've got this blue up on the back of the head. So it's a really colourful piece and will look great on my shelf. The other thing that looks really good about this Therizinosaurus is the pose. It's almost like it's in a battling pose, about to fight another Therizinosaurus. So if you were to get two of these, I think they'd display really well next to each other. In terms of scale, we're looking at about, let's have a look, just about 10 inches long, including the hand claws, which is about 26 centimeters. And in terms of the height, you're looking at just over 8.5 inches, which is about 22 centimeters. So this is a big figure, and now I'm going to show you some comparisons with some other dinosaur figures to give you an idea. Let's bring in the recently reviewed CollectA Mosasaurus, and you can see there the Mosasaurus is dwarfed in terms of its height, but in terms of its length you're looking actually at something very similar. So if you've picked up either of these, then you can get a good idea as to how big they are. Let's also bring in the CollectA Diplodocus, and you can see the Diplodocus actually comes up just to about the same height as the Therizinosaurus. Obviously they're in different scales with each other. The Therizinosaurus is 1/40th scale, so it's different scales, but it gives you an idea of their comparative scale if you're going to buy these. And I do like this Diplodocus as well. All of these have been reviewed on the channel, links down below. And last of all, I thought I'd bring in the Papo Archaeopteryx. This is a recently reviewed piece and has just come out in the last month or so. And I thought they looked nice together as bird-like toy figurines. They look very cool, and I just think they look very colourful and work well together. So there you go, you can get an idea of how big this piece is. The other thing to note about this Therizinosaurus is it's quite chunky. It's quite a heavy piece, quite a hefty figurine. And I would say it feels like it's got a very good sort of value for money feeling about this figurine. It's very detailed, very colourful, nicely painted, and very heavy. It's a really nice figure. So if you're looking to start your collection with a dinosaur, one that's distinctive and makes a nice conversation piece, the Therizinosaurus is a very good one for starting off your collection. So there we have it, guys. That was today's look at the Therizinosaurus 1/40th scale from CollectA, and this is a brand new release for May 2014. So if you're a fan of CollectA figurines or of dinosaurs, I would definitely recommend you pick this one up. This is going straight up to one of my favorites. The Mosasaurus as well. CollectA have just produced some really beautiful dinosaur figurines lately. We're very lucky to have them. Okay guys, what do you think? Will you be picking this one up? Do you own any Therizinosaurus figures already? How do they compare? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.